Okay, friends, before we get into the deeper dive into our topic of probability distributions, I want to come back to something that I kept emphasizing yesterday, which is that when you talk about the random variables, like behind me, this is one of the last things we did yesterday. When you talk about the random variables, you want to have numerical data here. And I emphasize that a lot. And I wanted to just real quick before we dive back in, the reason for that is you can't do quantitative math unless you've got numbers here. For example, in your homework yesterday, you had to create a distribution for 4 flips of a coin, and this is what that ended up looking like. Okay, so you had to either keep track of the number of heads or the number of tails, and that's what you've got here. That's not to say that you can't do the distribution this way. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this. There's just not much you can do with this other than look at the probabilities. Now, that being said, there are plenty of places in research where qualitative data is listed as the random variable. For example, here's a snapshot taken today of COVID death rates across nationalities. Well, that's data you actually can't make numerical. I mean, yeah, I guess you could code the nationalities as 1, 2, 3, 4 or whatever, but that doesn't make any sense. So it actually, in a case like this, it actually makes sense to look at the data in qualitative form. And actually, one of the things we're going to get to today is looking at that data even better. Here's a sneak peek. That's a better way, I think, in my humble opinion, of looking at that exact same data. So anyway, before we get into today, like I said, deeper dive into distributions, I just wanted to reiterate why I was being so insistent about numerical random variable data. Okay, let's dive in.